more news on the same subject. The controversial Parliamentary Special Committee was chaired by Dr. Jayampathy Vikramaratne. He is also the same person who headed the drafting of the 19th Amendment to the Constitution, which gave rise to many ambiguities and issues in the country. Opposition parties and civil societies responded to this statement made by Dr. Vikramaratne, admitting that the 19th Amendment is problematic.
The 19th Amendment to the Constitution that Dr. Jayampathy Vikramaratne speaks about is the amendment that crippled the functioning of the Constitution of the country. No person in the country can make a definite decision. Today, with the rift between the President and the Prime Minister, there are two governments in the country. The main reason for the existence of two governments as such is the 19th Constitutional Amendment. So, through this 19th Constitutional Amendment, the entire country has been destroyed. The country has been left desolate. So we do not think that people like Jayampathy Vikramaratne can speak about the 19th Constitutional Amendment with his dignity intact. Jayampathy Vikramaratne, who drafted the 19th Constitutional Amendment, says there are certain incompatibilities 5 years later. Jayampathy Vikramaratne in a similar manner led an effort by the government to draft a new constitution for the country. The draft of this constitution was presented to Parliament. That draft too does not suit this country. The group, including Jayampathy Vikramaratne, are not people who live with their feet on the ground. We saw how they spoke about constitutional amendments. We saw him convening a media briefing to speak of some important matters, but he ended up speaking about how they are meeting up in the evening to consume alcohol. When this has caused so much destruction in the country, making these statements to the public is pointless. We understand Ranil Wickremesinghe's agenda as well. We know that as he can never win an election and come into power, he made an attempt to come through a different route, a shortcut, and create a position of executive prime minister. We asked Jayampathy Vikramaratne to draft a constitution that gives power to the general public and not to Ranil Wickremesinghe. Jayampathy Vikramaratne spoke out as constitutional experts, so do not try to conceal this anymore. If you make a mistake, admit it and go home.